My Kubota B2650, and I've noticed some questions and comments. In fact, I've had some questions about where do you put the hydraulic lines for the backhoe. This comes with a BH77 Backhoe, and here are my hydraulic lines. And you can see I just put a zip tie and a carabiner and just latched it onto that tail light, or the flasher light bracket. So it's just hanging there. There's the quick coupler, and it goes down the side of the tractor there. So that's where I put it, just to get it, because when it hung down before, I'll show you, when it hangs down here, it either hangs down pretty low, you can see it's down, you know, pretty close to the ground, or it was down here close to the PTO. I didn't want to risk getting it caught up in a PTO or something like that. So, and also with the 3-point hitch, when it's down here and the 3-point hitch is coming up and down, it's rubbing on the hoses, so didn't want to tear it up. So I just pull it right up here and clip it with a carabiner right on there. Kubota B2650 with the BH77 Backhoe. I'm going to show you how to put the backhoe on the tractor. So as you can see, backhoe is sunk since I took it off. You can see the pins. That pin has to go in that hook, and it's definitely lower. The backhoe is sunk down since I took it off. It's been, I don't know, a couple weeks sitting here. But that's no problem, because I can just hook up the hydraulic lines, then I can use the backhoe hydraulics to raise itself up. So I'll show you how to put it on first. I'll hook up these hydraulic lines, and I'll lift it up, position those pins in front of the hooks, and then I'll back up the tractor just a little bit, and then I'll use the arm on the backhoe to rock this backhoe this way into those hooks. Yeah, I hooked up the two hydraulic lines, two sets of couplers there. So the tractor is still not mounted, or the backhoe is not mounted to the tractor, but I just hooked up the hydraulic lines with the tractor off. I'm going to crank the tractor up and then move it back just a tad, and then I'll operate the backhoe to get it mounted on. how I can rock the backhoe back and sitting in the hooks on the tractor, and using the arm of the backhoe I can make it rock in and out to line up the pins. Operating on this, pull it down, it's in the hooks down there, line this up, you can still adjust it with the same movement to get that one lined up. So there, it's hooked up. Hydraulics, just make sure the hydraulic line is not hung up on anything, and make sure you don't turn your PTO on if that hydraulic line is up in there in the PTO. But it should be fine right there. It's not catching on anything, it's not rubbing on anything, so that's all there is to it. Then we just raise these up. RPMs are low, so it's going slow, but anyway. Other side. And then the boom. There you go. And if you need to transport it, lock this down so that it won't settle. Over time, the hydraulics leaks a little bit through the valves, and it'll move. It'll allow movement with gravity, so that just locks it in place. There's also a pin here. This pin goes in here for making sure the arm doesn't swing around while you're moving, while you're transporting it. And that stores right over here.